What is up with shiny rates and fixed encounters in Scarlet and Violet? That's what we're going to discuss today. So be sure to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already so you don't miss another video. And let's get right into this. Now, this is a tweet I found. I'd like to discuss the category of encounters we call fixed symbol encounters in Scarlet and Violet. They have behavior that is distinct from regular wild encounters, which has implications for shiny hunters. By the way, these Squawkabilly are shiny lock fixed symbols. So unfortunately, if you want to find shiny Squawkabilly for the memes, or just for the fun of it, you can't find them right here. But you can seemingly find them on top of your house at least, even if they can't be shiny. On to the next tweet. All fixed symbol encounters have a shiny rate of 1 in 4096 and are unaffected by the shiny charm and sparkling power. The glowing Terra Pokemon are a type of fixed symbol encounter. This Terra Scyther, species 123, spawns with 1 shiny roll, even though I have a shiny charm. Which makes me think that this means you only get 1 chance per encounter for it to be shiny. So every time you try and battle something like this, you only get 1 chance for it to be shiny. And then you have to battle it all over again to get another shiny chance. If I'm wrong on this assumption, let me know in the comments. But on to the next tweet. Even if you despawn the Terra Scyther, advance a day, make a sandwich, and run over to the spawn, the shiny rate is still 1 in 4096. So you can despawn the Scyther, advance a day, make a sandwich, and run over to the spawn. You can do stuff like that. So it is possible to battle again. I was right. It's not a battle once and you're done type of thing. You can battle this more than once. You just have to despawn it first. And then, of course, do some other things, like advance a day, make a sandwich, and then run over to maximize your chances. But even if you do all of that, despawn it, advance a day, make a sandwich, and run over to the spawn, the shiny rate is still 1 in 4096, which makes there no point whatsoever to making a sandwich, because the idea behind that would be to increase shiny rate. But, as mentioned here, that will not work. So, the smarter thing to do would be despawn it and maybe advance a day. But making a sandwich will not help you here. This demo has all regular spawns removed, and I'm running toward it with the Shiny Charm, Sparkling Power Bug, and Teensy Power Bug. Which makes me think this is an example of what it says up here, but we're not going to go over that video. On to the next tweet. One challenge for shiny hunters is some fixed encounters are shiny locked, like the Squawkabilly mentioned earlier. Some of these shiny locks changed between game versions. For example, there is a Wingull on this fence that wasn't shiny locked in 1.0.0, but became shiny locked in 1.0.1. I was not aware there was a Wingull on this fence. News to me. But this does make you wonder, what shiny locks changed between versions? Did those Squawkabilly change? Who knows? I doubt it, though, since it was mentioned that they were shiny locked earlier. On to the next tweet. Good morning. I updated my shiny rate tables. Good morning. I updated my shiny rates table. There we go. For Pokémon Scarlet Violet version 1.1.0. Shiny rates didn't change compared to 1.0.1. This table includes the new category of fixed symbol encounters and clarifies some wording. That is the next thing over. This. Of course, this is a bunch of information on it, and here it talks about extra rolls, which I assume would be from doing all this. 30 to 59 outbreaks, 60 plus outbreak, shiny charm, Masuda method, all that stuff. I assume would be what the extra rolls are for each thing. If you think about it, because over here it says bonuses. Over here it says extra rolls, which makes me think, now, looking at it more closely, that this is what could give you extra rolls, and then this is how many extra rolls. It's interesting that the Masuda method gives you the most. But if you look here, this is interesting, because it mentions the shiny charm here, and with no extra conditions, it's 3 shiny rolls. But if you put 2 extra conditions, you could get 7 or 8 shiny rolls. But this is with the outbreak conditions. With just the sparkling power level 3, it's 6. But without anything sandwich related, just the outbreaks, it's 4 and 5. Still a good number in my opinion. But if we look over here, without the sandwich stuff, the 4 and 5 shiny roll rate numbers are 1 in 1024.38, and for the 5, 1 in 819.60. Now, if you go over here to just the sandwich and the shiny charm, with the 6, you get 1 in 683.08, and with an outbreak and the sandwich and the shiny charm, you get 7 and a 1 in 585.57 rate. Now, if you do shiny charm, this outbreak condition, and sparkling power level 3, you get 8 and 1 in 512.44. This is the terror rate encounter. Base shiny rate. Raids are not affected by any bonuses. Okay, so you can't use bonuses to affect raids. Good to know. 1 shiny roll. 1 in 4103.05. Base shiny rate. Fixed symbols are not affected by any bonuses. 1 shiny roll and 1 in 4096. Okay, so it sounds like this is a fixed rate for those. And down here is the eggs. Base shiny rate, no bonuses, 1 roll, and 1 in 4096. Shiny charm plus no Masuda method equals 2, and 1 in 2048.25. No shiny charm and Masuda method equals 6 shiny rolls, and 1 in 683.08. Shiny charm plus Masuda method equals 8 shiny rolls, and 1 in 512.44. Now this is interesting, because this implies that the fixed symbol encounters and the terror rate encounters have fixed shiny rates that cannot be manipulated, but that eggs can have their shiny rates manipulated. It also gives some interesting implications in terms of shiny rates over here, with and without the shiny charm. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. This is the next tweet. I'm aware of the large number of rumors for things like KO, chaining outside outbreaks, sparkling power affects eggs, and Everstone shiny locks eggs. That sounds fishy. I doubt Everstone shiny locks eggs. That would be weird. And Area 0 has higher shiny rates. I've checked, and none of these rumors are true. Y'all are simply lucky or unlucky. Now, this is interesting, because I don't know who came up with the idea that Everstone shiny locks eggs, but last I checked, Everstones have nothing to do with eggs. Correct me if I'm wrong, but all Everstones have to do with is, sort of stopping evolutions. I don't think it has anything to do with eggs. But if Everstones do have something to do with eggs, let me know in the comments, because last I checked, Everstones only involve evolutions. But I don't see how sparkling power would affect eggs. I'm pretty sure that is a shiny related thing. In any rate, on to Cerebi. I'm sure you all have heard of Cerebi. We're on Cerebi's interactive map, checking out the fixed encounters. Now, I think it's clear there are a lot of fixed encounters in Paldea. Now, in my opinion, there are a ton of fixed encounters in the general starting area, and a bunch in the desert, and also the lake. Which makes me think if you really, really want fixed encounters, you're gonna want to go check out the starting area, the desert, and the lake. But there are also a ton of fixed encounters everywhere else. So don't just limit your searches to the starting area, the desert, or the lake. Go across all of Paldea to find the fixed encounters, and I'm sure you'll find different ones in different places. Which is an interesting idea. Like, for example, over here. If we go in, go over a little bit, check this. The fixed encounter, when you click on that, is Hawlucha. But if you go over here, go over to the desert, and for example, click this, the fixed encounter is Braviary. Interesting idea. But if you zoom in a little bit, check this out, go over here, go down, it's Venomoth. So interesting. Different fixed encounters in different areas. That does have some interesting implications for finding different fixed encounter Pokemon in different areas. Like, for example, if you click on that, you go down here, and it's Greavard. Interesting finding a ghost type up here. Are there any other interesting Pokemon you wouldn't expect to find places? Like over here, a Pachirisu. No surprise there. But if you go here, a Varoom. Interesting. Had no idea there were Varoom over here. Double check that, and yeah, that's a Varoom, alright. That is an interesting Pokemon to be over in this section. But I suppose it might make sense given the area. But that's just me. What did you guys think of all this? Let me know your opinions in the comments down below. Do you like these shiny rates? Or would you prefer that we be able to actually manipulate those? Do you like fixed encounters? Or do you not? Let me know your opinions of those down in the comments as well. And while you're at it, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already so you don't miss another video. And leave a like because it really helps me out. That's it for this video. See you in the next one.